So welcome everyone. I'm going to do a little Q&A stream here. I don't know how long it'll be. Got a couple of replays to show while we chat. And if anyone's got any quick questions, put them in the chat. Otherwise I'll just talk about stuff, I guess. Welcome Lauren. Alright, so I'll kick it off with a StarCraft 2 replay I recorded. This is something playing on the screen while we chat, I suppose. Otherwise it's just me staring at a blank screen and, well, that's kind of boring. Now I got a StarCraft 2 replay and a Heroes of the Storm replay to show. And I pre-recorded them because my computer doesn't like the StarCraft 2 engine. I haven't got my processor upgrade yet. And so I have trouble playing this game and recording it with OBS. So I pre-recorded it with Shadow Player, which seemed to go really well. Don't know why Shadow Player goes better than OBS. Maybe it's because of the actual streaming, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in the middle of a 2-week, it's going to be at least 2 weeks of a game break. That's because I've been having lots of trouble with tendonitis. It's something I've been fighting for years now, actually. I didn't have any troubles with it at all. It was completely fine, and then suddenly one day, I was raiding in World of Warcraft, and I was also playing Diablo 3, like, afterwards. I was doing that a lot, and then one day while I was playing Diablo 3, I just got a massive hand cramp, and I just suddenly couldn't play anything. I quit WoW completely, and I've wanted to play more Diablo 3, I haven't been able to play much though. Yeah, I keep like taking little breaks from games, and I've been fighting it ever since then. Using the mouse, using a controller, it doesn't matter which controller, it doesn't matter. It still wears out my wrists. No, not playing them at the same time. that would be bonkers. Yeah, I used to raid in the mornings my time, and then in the afternoon I'd play some Diablo 3. Yeah. I don't know if it's just been building up all those years or if it was that particular combo, but yeah, since then I've been kind of struggling with it. Yeah, I'm taking a 2 weeks break off of games. I've got a new chair now, which is a heck of a lot better than my old chair. It's actually ergonomic and all that. I didn't have adjustable armrests on my old chair, so I couldn't really set them up properly, but this one, it's all set up right. I've used lots of different ergonomic guides to check it, and yeah, it all seems good. Had it for a few weeks now, but haven't really noticed much change. I'm guessing my wrists are just so messed up from the past couple of years that I just have to let them rest. And it's hard not playing games, and so I've just been trying to read stuff and just watch stuff on YouTube. But I have dual monitors, so I've kind of got used to multitasking, just having something going while I'm browsing the web, and even browsing the web can be a bit exhausting. But I think I'm pretty lucky actually, because I'm actually left-handed. So I use the mouse with my right hand, I always have. But so now I can use the mouse with my left hand, while my right hand just does nothing, just rests for 2 weeks. I've always been like swapping it back and forth the last couple of years, just to try and let them rest, but yeah, so hopefully this break helps. I've got tons of different things I do. I've got some exercises I do recently, which hopefully will strengthen it up. Got some gel I can put on, which I got from my physio. I do physiotherapy. He can't really help with it, unfortunately. He doesn't seem to have made a difference. Yeah, using wrist pads, or not using wrist pads, using a wrist brace. Taking anti-inflammatories, taking painkillers. What else have I tried? Hot packs, cold packs. Yeah, I think I've pretty much tried everything we can think of. All that's left really is to just let it heal up and try and use these exercises to strengthen up my wrists. Do I like hugs? Hugs are pretty good. Hugs are great. Yeah, this replay, my play isn't exactly great. I've only got up to silver in StarCraft 2 so far, and I want to play it more, but I really haven't had a chance to play it much because it's so taxing on my wrist. But I thought this was a fun replay, especially because I get to play against Zerg. And I really like the StarCraft 2 replay viewer because you can lock it to what your camera was looking at, and that's for both players. You can kind of see what everyone was doing at the same time. It's cool. I didn't have to even use the mouse to record this replay, just hit the little camera button. Dirty Protoss. Yeah, I played Protoss, sadly. I want to play Zerg as well, but Zerg has such a high learning curve. They're supposed to be putting in a different ladder system where you have a different MMR for all the races. That way I'll be able to play Zerg as well and not have to play against opponents that are much better at the game than me. But yeah. Or I could just bomb my MMR, I guess, and then play Zerg against bronze players. That might work. Why so good at DMC? It just takes practice, really, with those sorts of games. If you only play them through like once, then like, if I played through those games once, and I wouldn't be good at them at all. Like, I'm not very good at like Bayonetta, because I only played through it once. But the more you play on the higher difficulties, you get more used to your moveset. And I feel like there's like two phases of learning with those games. The first phase is when you're still learning what your character can do. And can I turn on the display that shows my APM? Sorry, this is actually pre-recorded, so I can't actually turn it on. It'd be embarrassing anyway, it'd be like 10. Yeah, but yeah, with brawlers, I feel like the first phase is just learning everything your character can do, learning what all the moves look like, what they're all good for, and then once you've got comfortable with that, then you get to a point where you're not actually looking at your character very much, and you're looking more at the enemies, which makes you way better at dodging attacks and stuff. You got back into DMC 1 recently, and it's clunky and dumb as hell, and you love it. I have to completely agree with that. I love DMC 1, but it would be very hard to go back to nowadays, especially if you didn't play it back in the day. Like, I saw someone playing through it for the first time, and well, there's so many dumb things in that game, like boss arenas that have like steps and stuff. So you think that, oh, maybe you have to climb up the steps to fight the boss, and you go near the edge of the arena, and the camera angle changes, you can't see the boss. The boss is spamming projectiles at you. Yeah. That sort of stuff happens a lot in that game. Once you get better at it, you realise, oh, you know what, just don't go near the walls and just focus on the boss, you don't have to climb. But yeah, like Griffin 3 and Nightmare 2 are pretty bad for that. Yeah, I still love that game though. Did I ever play Ninja Gaiden? I played the original NES ones. Does that count? I did buy the Xbox version, and it's one of those games that's on my massive backlog. I kept meaning to get to it one day. And I have Ninja Gaiden 2 as well. Yeah, I got Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360. Wait, was the original Ninja Gaiden for the original Xbox, or was it for the 360? I don't remember. I think it was the original Xbox, wasn't it? But yeah, I've got that sitting around. It's on my massive backlog. One day I'll get to it. I have way too big of a games backlog, and it's hard to deal with too, with tendonitis. You'll see me asking here because the other player paused their game. That doesn't go through on the replay, but yeah, they suddenly paused out of nowhere. I was like, what? And you didn't know that you could fight Fandom in Mission 5 until recently. Yeah, it's a weird, fun little thing. I'm not sure why he's there. He just is. You don't have to fight him at all. It's the kind of thing they'd put an achievement on these days. They didn't really have achievements back then. And I don't think when they made the HD collection, I don't think they gave him a trophy. They should have though. Just for fighting Phantom in that mission when you don't have to. It's fun. Yeah, I keep hearing how hard that Ninja Gaiden, the first 3D Ninja Gaiden is. It kind of scares me. That's, or it's one of the reasons I haven't gotten to it yet. It's one of those games where I feel like I have to put in a lot of time to get good at it. Unless you just kind of play it for a little bit, get killed a lot, and then you get frustrated. You have to really dedicate a lot of time to those sort of things. That's why I also like having games that are just a lot simpler, that I don't have to dedicate much time to, because I just kind of play through them and I feel like I'm done with them. And I can have them as, I can play them in between sessions of something more complicated, like a brawler. One day I'll get to it, we could make that my motto. Yeah, definitely. Everyone in the Steam thread as well, that's their motto as well. We love having ridiculously huge backlogs. Steam sales are not very healthy for a backlog. I have so many games. So if you're wondering what this soundtrack is, it's the Axiom Verge soundtrack. Oh, Alpha was in the chat, wasn't he? Hey Alpha, you're the one who gifted me Axiom Verge, aren't you? Thank you. Because I freaking love it. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait to play it on stream. Really been looking forward to that, so hopefully once my games break is over, I'll do that and Virgil's Downfall. Virgil's Downfall will only take maybe 2 streams, so I want to get that finished. I've heard very mixed things about that. I've heard it's going to be questionable. There's annoying enemy makeups, and I've actually heard recently that Virgil's doesn't control very well. That makes me sad. But I've also heard that it's better than the main game, so I don't know, we'll see what I think when I play it. Hopefully it's pretty fun. So this Zerg went to Mutalisk. Those flying things. They are very frustrating when a Zerg builds a bunch of Mutalisks. They just zoom in, they kill all your workers, and then zoom back out. Usually against Zerg I open with flying units, because they're good against Mutalisks. Specifically the Phoenix. I didn't do that in this match though, because I'm not very good at controlling Phoenixes. Virgil's Downfall being better than DMC is kind of damning praise, to be honest. Poor DMC. The reboot, obviously. It's as decent as DMC. Yeah, I haven't said hello to anyone. Hello everyone. Everyone in the chat. Who's my favourite Zerg unit? I like the Infester. We won't see one in this match. It's a little caster unit that it's hard to control, but you can use it to, like, you drop a thing called, what do they call it? Now that I'm streaming, I can't remember the name, can I? It's a big blob of green stuff that catches units, holds them in place and does a bunch of damage to them. Kind of thing, if you control it properly, then you'll just murder things. Hello, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're just watching a pre-recorded replay since I can't play any games at the moment. Well, I could, but I don't want to. I want to rest my wrist for as much as possible. I figure the longer I can rest it before I go back to games, the better. Yeah, now the Mutalisks are just kind of wrecking me. A lot of my units are only attack on the ground. Yeah, these walker things, these can attack in the air. They're called stalkers. But Mutalisks are very fast. So yep, they can just fly away. So I had to research a counter for them, which is called Blink, which lets my units kind of teleport. Yeah, when you're dealing with mutas and you don't have a counter ready, it gets a bit scary. You can see the mutas are just really messing me up. I've got workers sitting around doing nothing. They've depowered some of my buildings. And it's another reason I want to play some Zerg, so I can use mutas instead of always being on the receiving end of them. Get me to play LOL. I like heroes. I don't like the match length in League of Legends. It's too long for me. Is it around like 40 minutes on average? Yes, if you're in a bad match where you're just getting wrecked, then I feel like I don't want to be in a match for that long. Also just really like what Heroes of the Storm has done to the formula for MOBAs. Don't have to worry about item builds or anything. No last hitting, yeah. 35 minutes? Yeah. For Heroes it's about 20 to 25. And also for StarCraft the matches aren't that long either. They're even quicker these days because they in the new expansion they ramped up the start of each match. Yeah, in this expansion they made it so you start off with, what is it, 12 workers now? So you can start building stuff way quicker. Because you used to start off with 6. And in StarCraft 1 it was like 4 or something. So they've made the start of the game a lot quicker. You mean Katarina? That's, oh yeah, that's from League of Legends. I have a friend who plays League of Legends actually. Am I looking forward to the Necromancer in HOTS? Yeah, he looks really cool. I like the idea of him. I never played Diablo 2. So it doesn't seem like he spawns as many skeletons as some people might want. But I really like I really like his abilities. He also looks like he's going to be great at pushing lanes. Did something happen? What do you mean? Did the stream drop out or something? Or? Oh, your internet cut out. Oh. That sucks. Yeah, now I can teleport under these things. And yeah, I just pretty much just spammed Stalkers. It's so good against that. When I was watching the replay I found out he was actually teching up. I think it's a good thing I attacked at this point. Yeah, there's a Necromancer character coming to Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, there's no Necromancer in Diablo 3, sorry. Yeah, that hero, he creates skeletons as he kills minions. You can only have up to 4, and I think they just automatically attack in lanes, so you're not going to have an army of skeletons running around, sadly, but the other abilities seem pretty cool. You can root a player in place, and it's not a skill shot, you can't dodge it, so you're just going to be caught in place. And he's got this crazy curse thing he does to reduce your attack speed. Yeah, I'm trying to bait those mutalists over so I can teleport under them and make them feel pain. I'm not sure what this Zerg was taking to, but, well, I'm not going to get to use it. And that's where I won. Yay! They left too quickly for me to say GG back. I always say GG. Gotta be nice. Gotta be polite. Yes, that's my StarCraft 2 replay. And this is my favourite music from Maxim Verge. This track's awesome. I'll show you my Heroes of the Storm replay now. And recording this replay was a massive pain, because the game is very crashy now. It wasn't before, but whatever change they made to replays recently made it crash horribly. I think it's because this is from an old version, this replay. I don't have any current replays, because they patched it very recently. Yeah, so with this normally you can focus on a character and like see their cooldowns and see what they're doing, so I wanted to just focus on me so you could see it from my point of view, but that would make the game crash, so I had to just kind of manually observe. It was a real shame. And this is me over here, Zagara. I like playing as Zagara. Might be one of my favourite heroes now, actually. Hello, welcome to the stream. Got any questions? Feel free to ask. We're just watching replays since I can't play any games at the moment. Yeah, they got this event going right now where there's this monkey you have to click on and chase it around. Then you get 100 gold. You can do that once a day. It's kind of silly, but well, more money. I don't know what the monkey's from.
10 seconds.
Maybe they just made it up.
5, 4.
Or maybe it's from one of the newer WoW expansions. I haven't played that since Mr. Pandaria. Yeah, this is also pre-recorded because again, this is based on the StarCraft 2 engine. This game. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that engine, but maybe it's just not optimized very well. My computer doesn't like it. Oh, I should be getting a computer upgrade pretty soon, actually. No, I keep saying that, but it's because I'm getting the computer my boyfriend currently has, and he's getting a brand new one. And the main problem with my current PC is just my processor. So I'm going to get his rig, his motherboard, his processor, which I forget what his processor is. It's a lot better than mine though. Mine's pretty old now. I'll keep my current graphics card. It's a 680. And if that starts giving me issues, I can upgrade it, but that should be fine. And then I'll actually get to use an SSD, which I've been really looking forward to, because my current motherboard, it's so old it doesn't support them properly. Yeah, the engine's 6 years old now. I think they've done little upgrades to it, but yeah, it's still 6 years old. You kind of wish Shadows came back in DMC4. Yeah, Shadows were my favourite enemy in DMC1. I love Shadows. It was really cool. They just kind of morphed into all these different shapes to attack you. Yeah, they looked scary too, and you just saw their eyes kind of glowing at you from the dark. It was awesome. That first DMC one had the best atmosphere of any of the DMC games. That was because it didn't quite know what it was going to be when they first made it. Because it was supposed to be Resident Evil. It's got kind of some horror-y elements. And I don't know what this Rhaegar's trying to do, but he's dead now. Traded Nova's life for their lives. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, Blitzers are, they give me the same kind of vibe, but they're also just way crazier. They're really hard to deal with too, depending on your character. Yeah, grabbing Shadows and throwing them around as Nero would have been fun. Oh, and what I did here, don't do this. I decided I'll try and grab the tribute, and then I got dived on by 3-4 heroes. That's also where my replay kept crashing. It seems like if you try and focus on a hero who's died at any point, then that's when it crashes, so I couldn't focus on anyone. Because everyone dies at some point. I really like this map actually, just the fighting over the tributes is super fun. It can be pretty prolonged fights too, depending on what happens. Yeah, the setting of DMC1 is nice. I really like the castle. Yeah, it's been a while since I played as Trish in DMC4. I just haven't played as much DMC4. I'm still trying to get over my tendonitis. So I've played through it as on normal difficulty as Trish and Lady and as Virgil. And that's pretty much it. So I'm pretty bad at those characters still. I want to get better at them though. Yeah, you're in this replay, Lauren. You did really well. This was a fun replay. I went back and forth a few times. Yeah, as I was saying before, I'll finally get to use an SSD once I get my computer upgrade. Because this current motherboard... Okay, it did have some BIOS and driver updates, so it's supposed to be compatible with SSDs, but when I installed one, well, it just started blue screening. So I'll just wait for a new motherboard, and then I'll have an SSD to run Windows off of. That'll be great. Currently got 3 hard drives in my computer. One is to run Windows off of. That one's only a terabyte, and then I've got one for games, and I keep my LP videos and stuff on there. Then the other one's just for putting recordings on. That's like a temporary storage sort of thing. That's 1 curse per team. Practicing royal block spam with Rebellion on blitzes. Oh, Rebellion. I usually do it with Gilgamesh because it's just easier because it attacks a bit slower. But Rebellion certainly look a lot flashier though if you can pull it off. Especially if you can do it with aerial rave and jump cancel it. That looks incredible, but I can't do that. Yeah, it looks so cool though. Yeah, there's some videos on YouTube of people just destroying blitzes in like 10 seconds or whatever. Because that it's really cool. Oh, this Morales has a master skin. Oh. Oh, they do too. I forgot that Samus colour was the master skin. Yeah, the Morales, they did a really good job of just directing us, giving us direction as to what to do next. But they made some questionable moves. Like, later on they try and take one of these tributes all on their own. I have no idea why they tried to do that. That was silly. And here I was just trying to kill the Morales, because she just kept healing everyone, but she got away. Yeah, so match didn't start out going great for us, but it wasn't too bad. We're ahead on XP. We're the red team. Yeah, every rave on Blitz is just, it looks so cool. I wish I could pull it off. So they had a really weird team makeup. They had 2 healers. They had Rhaegar and Lieutenant Morales. And since we have level 10, I guess that's why we decided to go for the boss. Since we have our ultimates, and they do not. Yeah, Virgil does have a really weird matchup with Burial. I have so much trouble fighting Burial as him. I just need to get better as Virgil overall. Especially with his dodges. His dodges are so different from the other characters. I use double jump so much. I use it kind of like as a crutch, I suppose. I don't use the normal roll in the Devil May Cry games. I just don't feel like it's ever been that great. Well, it's pretty good in the DMC reboot, but that's kind of a different thing. Yeah, I've always used jump to dodge things instead. But jumping as Virgil isn't as effective. Love how ridiculous these team fights can be. There's just stuff going everywhere. And what's going on? I don't know. People are dying. I think you have iframes when you double jump. Oh, double jump, sorry, no. I don't think you get iframes with the second jump. I think it's only with the first, but I don't know. I haven't never tested it. Yeah, that's what catches me, that he can't trick down only when he's devil triggered. Kind of makes me wonder if I should keep devil trigger as an evade. Yeah, I've seen people teleporting through attacks with his trick ability. That's something I really need to figure out how to do. Is it just spam it, or do you have to actually try and time it? If you can just spam it, that's kind of awesome. And these two got way too far out. They got a bit separated from their team, and we punished them, so that was pretty fun. Our team is cursed at the moment. Because they got 3 of these tributes. Oh, you can spam it. That's cool. The Virgil's teleport, that is. I'll definitely have to remember that. That's my main problem with Virgil. I just keep getting hit, and then I lose all his focus. His smug meter. He uses Devil Trigger for so many things. Like his spectral swords as well. The other team stole our giants, that's pretty mean. Cheeky buggers. Yeah, I know you can stand still. But you have to be kind of near enemies, don't you? Yeah, it seems to unlock some really nice stuff for him. And they're going for their boss at a kind of a questionable moment. I don't know why they did that. They got it, but we were able to punish him pretty hard. I got stim droned, which made me attack faster. And Illidan kind of limps away. We do have to go kill the boss though, unfortunately, or it'll smack down our keeps. Oh, you can do that. I wonder if that's only on bosses that you can regenerate your focus from across the arena, or if it's for everything. I really need to just play as Virgil more. I can never dodge that thing that the bosses put down. It just goes off so quickly. I don't know if you're meant to dodge it with insane reflexes, or... Yeah, this is where Morales tries to go for the tribute on her own. I'm not sure why she did that. A threat range. That's a good way of looking at it. The concentration meter is basically an enemy threat range. I like that. Yeah, Storm Cancelling Shotgunner's Lady is so fun. Charge Shotgun especially. That charge shotgun is just bonkers. I really like playing as Lady. I just wish she had a few more abilities. Doesn't feel like she has a very big move toolkit. But she's pretty insanely powerful too at what she does. So the match is sort of even at the moment. We're behind on XP and we've lost an extra fort, I think. But it's not too bad. I could tell I was going to die here, so I went ahead and popped my ultimate, which is Maw. Because Maw's pretty insane. And poor Illidan is way too late to the party to help out. So he just leaves again. Blitzers are the only garbage enemy in 4. I don't know. I really don't like chimerid assaults. Those suck. Versus they're such a strange enemy. Sometimes I love them and sometimes I hate them. Depends on how random their AI goes. Like when you decloak them and they just decide to just move around a lot, and I'm playing as Dante, so I can't land his real impact. That's always annoying. I do really love their design though. Following up a Maw with a Ring of Frost. Yeah, that's always nice. Also a Blizzard. And I was watching some pro matches and they were following up Maw with ETC's Mosh Pit, which was awesome. Because they get out of the Maw and then they're stuck in the Mosh Pit dancing. They just all get blown up by the team. It's great. Oh yeah, the swordfish things, the cutlasses. Yeah, those aren't great, but they don't show up enough for me to really care about. So in the Bloody Palace, they love putting them in those middle floors. Then after that, they just stop using them again. It's weird. The fish are a troublesome satellite. I like it. Yeah, Blitz is one of those enemies you really have to know how to handle them too. As Nero, they're so easy, you just charge shot. And here I decided to come in from behind and more. Yeah, Zagara's ultimate is one of the best in the game, definitely. It's kind of insanely good. God, I love this Axiom Verge music, it's so good. I think that was the game swinging fight there. Because now the respawn times are so long that they're all dead. And that, yeah, killing at Rhaegar was great because now his respawn timer is so far behind everyone else's. Now we have level 20, which means we get an awesome new talent. Yeah, really far ahead now. Yeah, I really don't like the enemy design in DMC3. There's so many just annoying enemies. Yeah, I picked out my favourite replay to show you. There's so many annoying enemies in 3. Those soul eaters are annoying. Those, what are those floating enemies with the shields you have to get behind? They're not hard or anything, they're just annoying. The blood goyles. Struggling to remember the names of things now. There's the fallen. There's floating angel things. I hate those. Enigmas. I've forgotten what enigmas even were. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try and do the DMC3 LP on Dante Must Die mode. Oh god, those things, the archer statues. Oh, I hate those things. Especially when on high difficulty, so they just slide away from you over and over. Oh, I hate them. Yeah, if I could just transplant all of DMC1's enemies into 3, that'd be awesome. Just get rid of the enemies in 3 that I hate. Yeah, the combat in 3 is so good. I feel the enemy design doesn't hold up. And does this game work? Yeah, it's similar to League. It's faster, and there's less worrying about buying items and last hitting. None of that's in the game. It's It's much faster paced, and there's map objectives. Another fun little fight here. We stole their boss. Aren't we mean? We're so mean. Yeah, I thought I didn't like MOBAs, to be honest, because I tried League, but it really didn't click with me. But then I played this game. This is the MOBA I like. Trish plays almost exactly like in DMC2. Yeah, it's pretty funny how they managed to... They took that moveset and actually... from that game, and they made it actually really cool. Yeah, I recommend it. It's a fun game. It's a lot friendlier to newbies to the genre, like me. And it's got Blizzard characters. Who doesn't like Blizzard characters? You don't have to look up item builds or anything. You don't have to worry about last hitting, and you got a bunch of different maps to play on, which is another important thing for me. A lot of variety. There's 9 maps in the map pool at the moment. That Ring of Frost did a lot of damage to us. I'm surprised we made it out of that fight with a net gain. Killed 2 of them, only lost 1. It was very close though. Yeah, I think DMC3's strength is the bosses. There are some bosses in that game that I hate, but most of them are pretty cool. Especially Agni and Rudra. They're such a fun fight. Beowulf is pretty fun. I'm not a big fan of Cerberus. Yeah, the Virgil fights are all tons of fun. And different enough from each other that they do feel like different fights. Just with some similar elements. Invisible Fish in DMC2. God, that is such a bad boss. I can't decide what the worst boss in the series is between that. Oh god, what's his name in number 3? Forgotten his name. Yeah, the main antagonist. He turns into a big friggin' blob. Yeah, I hate that boss. And Mundus' Spawn in the DMC reboot. That's a horrible boss. So I'd have to go with the Invisible Fish being the worst boss of them all. You can't even lock onto it, it's just there somewhere. Yeah, Arkham, that's his name, thank you. Yeah, I hate Arkham in number 3, and on high difficulties, he's just... oh, he's awful. Does this game have Sylvanas? Yes! Sylvanas is very good in this game. Lauren can tell you all about her. She's not in this match, sadly, but yeah. Well, Sylvanas is good in this game. Oh, it's getting a new character tonight too, or tomorrow morning. Zul the Necromancer from Diablo 2. Welcome to the stream. Why is Arkham a blob? Yeah, I don't know. I was really looking forward to a fight against a Sparta lookalike sort of thing. Yay, red team. Yeah, there you go, those are the 2 replays I had. Pre-recorded them, so I couldn't really fire up another one if I wanted to, since... especially because this is so crashy at the moment. Here is the Storm's replay feature. It's really not very good. I really hope they improve it a lot. I'm going to show you my Steam library and all the games that I want to play. I'm glad you've been enjoying my LPs. Yeah, I've got so many games I want to play. So I need to do Virgil's Downfall here. Axiom Verge, I will be playing that on stream. I've got all the achievements in that. It's one of the few games where I get all the achievements and then I still want to just keep playing it. That's how much I love that game. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing a hard mode 100% run when I do this on stream. I've already logged 21 hours in this so far, that's not very much. Yeah, there's so many achievements to get in that. And just a lot of practicing of the characters, so I can get better at them. Yeah, the Transformers game is really good. Transformers Devastation. Yeah, that game's cool. I feel like it's not too long either, it doesn't outstay its welcome. Yeah, I'll definitely play through that at some point. I'm not particularly good at it, but hey, it's fun. How do you categorize your games? You right click on them and you go to set categories and you can add categories and tick them, and if you want to do several at once you can hold shift and click and there you go, set categories. Very handy. Use it to keep track of what I'm planning on playing, what I've finished, what I want to play. Yeah. Yeah, I still love playing as Nero and Dante. Nero especially. I love Nero's playstyle. My finished list is looking impressive, thank you. This is my unfinished list though. Oh, I got a new one. I bought that one today. There we go, there's another one. How much do I stream? Usually about once a week. I'm in a bit of a break at the moment since I'm trying to recover from tendonitis. I need like streaming games that I've played before, otherwise I might end up in a situation where I'm just lost and have no idea what to do, and then it's not very interesting to watch. It's more comfortable streaming stuff I've played. My not interested list. What is in there? I've forgotten. That's right, I put Borderlands in there because I did try that and I didn't really like it, but I will try it again one day. It's just not very high on my priority list. Terraria, I tried that. It just never clicked with me. I'm just not very interested in crafting games. Played a little bit of Rift when that first came out. That's probably way better these days. And just a bunch of stuff that came with the orange box that I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing. And of course Bad Rats, because everyone gets gifted Bad Rats at some point. And then orders it for cards, so it looks like they've actually played it. Yeah, I'll definitely try Borderlands 2 one day again. Yeah, it's just I've got so many games I haven't played yet at all that I might just adore. Like Axiom Verge and Undertale. Because when I played those, I just adored them. But next I wanted to play Transistor, wherever that is. There it is. Looks like I've played a lot of these games, so I've just ordered them for cards. So. Not interested in Half-Life? I might play it one day. It's one of the things I put on that not interested list ages ago. These days I might go back to it. I've just got so many other things to play. Yeah, I loved Bastion. I've heard it's not as good as Bastion. Unfortunately. Also love the music in Bastion, and I love what I've heard of the music in Transistor. It's pretty great. I've got any other videos to show you before I log off. I'll show you a little bit of Axiom Verge as a preview. Got Dishonored. I don't think I have that yet. I think it's on my wish list. Yeah, it's on my wish list. Dishonored, it seems really cool. Yeah, it's nice how Nero gets to just ignore Dante's Royal Guard when you're fighting him. Hang on, let me pause this music. And media player back on. It's some of my first playthrough of Axiom Verge. It starts off like really giving you Metroid vibes. That's right, this video is a bit desynced for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened. It was Shadowplay. Shadowplay never usually desyncs things. I'm not sure why it did with this video. Enslaved, yeah, I think I have that. It is Ninja Theory, but you know. It's apparently a good game to just play through once from what I've heard. Just to experience it. When I first get the gun, I get a bit obsessed with shooting all the little red bubble things. Just in case there's something hidden there. There never is. But you know, just in case. Yeah, don't want to show you too much of that, but until I play it. Yeah, there you go. I am in the middle of The Witness at the moment. I've only played 6 hours of it, but I want to play more. But I'm in the middle of my games break at the moment, sadly. I've got like 3 things I want to do when I jump back into it. Bubble rights. Metroid Norfair bubbles. Yeah, that's one of the things I really love about Axiom Verge. It gives you such massive Metroid vibes to start with. It makes you think it's just going to be a carbon copy, and then suddenly it has some really cool other things. Really crazy upgrades that aren't in Metroid. Because it's in its own direction, I think. Yeah, the developer, I think he said his next game is gonna be in that same universe. I don't know if it's gonna be a sequel or a prequel, but really looking forward to whatever that's gonna be, because I love it. Yeah, Legend of Korra, that's another game I want to play through at one point on stream. I have to play through it again to just remember how to play it. It's not a platinum game. It's pretty short too, so it wouldn't be a very long thing to stream. Yeah, it has a fun combat system. I really enjoyed playing that game. It's got these dumb runner segments, but they're not that big a deal. Right, I think that'll be it for today, unless anyone's got any other questions. Yeah, Korra's alright. Some people love to hate on it, but it's a bite-sized platinum game, that's what it is basically. If you don't like platinum games, you won't like Korra. If you like Platinum's combat systems, this is another one of those. Path of Exile. I tried that in I think it was the beta, and I didn't really like it. I thought it was really kind of bland, but I've heard it's a lot better now, so I want to get into that. Yeah, the main character in Axiom Verge is pretty bog standard. The most bog standard of the main characters you come up with. I kind of like the way he's written though, just the way he reacts to the things he sees without spoiling anything. I like the way he was written. He hasn't got a super interesting personality or anything, but yeah, just his reactions to things are pretty great. Marvel Heroes is also another action RPG that's supposed to be really, really good. Don't know if I want to start playing that though, because it seems like a game that's got so much content I could just play it forever. And give myself tendonitis again. Yeah, airbending's really good in Legend of Korra. I kind of like how there's just a fighting style that's devoted to long range combat, which is the water bending. That was a pretty cool idea. I really like how I think they got the extra bonuses when you had them all powered up, like the fire one that you start teleporting around. That was cool. Yeah, play that game again soon. I never did get all the achievements. Never finished it on hard mode. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I like collecting achievements. How often do I stream? Yeah, about once a week. Hopefully once my wrist is okay. Yeah, I was planning to do 2 weeks off of games, but that finishes this Sunday. If I start using the mouse with my right hand again and I don't like it, then I'll have more time off basically. I want to fix this problem that I've been dealing with for 3 years now. Gigantic MOBA. I've never actually heard of that. Yeah, some of the counter animations in Legend of Korra were really cool. Like when we were, when you counter the guys on the motorcycles. Great. You're on stream? Your icon. Which one's your icon? I'm confused. Oh, you're on my friends list, are you? Ah, are you 45? Yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks for watching. Yeah, if you want to see when I'm thinking about streaming, you should follow me on Twitter, which is ACC Nightmare. And I don't really schedule particular stream times because I don't really know if I'm going to feel up for it because I have some health issues. I usually post that I'm thinking about streaming on that day though, and then I post saying that I am streaming. And I always put a video on YouTube when I'm currently streaming, so you can follow YouTube instead if you want. Yeah, thanks all for coming. This is a fun little chat stream. I liked it. I'll see you all later.